Hello everyone. Let's talk about a number that drastically reprices knowledge work. It might seem surprising to you, but recent research shows that AI models are 25 times cheaper, 25 times than comparable human labor. Now, where's that number from? So that's a preprint of a research paper by Ramp on Archive. So you can check that out, find it. The headline number is out there. What it did was that it tracked spending on AI versus freelance labor by companies from late 2021 through late 2025. And what it found is that companies, as they're spending less money on freelance labor, they're spending more money on AI, and there's a clear correlation that it's 25 times cost savings. Basically, every dropped freelance dollar results in or correlates to a 3-cent increase in AI model spend. So what that means is that as more and more tasks become automatable, what companies previously used to spend on freelance labor, they're now getting 25 times cheaper, 25 times through using AI models. Now, this is far from all tasks, but it's clear where the trends are going as AI is able to automate more and more tasks. And this external payment data, let's be honest, it shows only a small fraction of actual savings. When you think of what's happening inside companies, so that's the headline number that comes from trackable, objective, external data on what companies are spending. We don't see the internal data. But when I work with companies, in my consulting projects on AI adoption, I see the same sort of benefits, drastically reduced costs from AI. So internal company workflows, they have the same cost curve reductions. The clients who used to spend the equivalent amount of time of staff time of, let's say, $2,000, now they're spending something like $80 in AI tools to achieve the same goals. And these cost savings are overwhelmingly appearing as slower hiring, especially of junior employees. So without changing the existing headcount, they're not firing people overwhelmingly. At least the companies I work with, I don't recommend that they fire people. There's massive task substitution that results in fewer people being hired. And we see that in other data, not only in this study. So job postings for freelance categories that are prone to automation have dropped 21%. 21% from late 2021 to late 2025. And it's not like companies need less labor. Companies need more labor over that time. But they're replacing that with AI tools. Young workers, the ones who are being hired less, face a 16% relative employment decline in areas more exposed to automation. Now, research on AI models that were current a year ago show that 80% of the workforce faces 10% exposure of their tasks to automation, and that's 80% of the workforce. So even for people who are working in positions that seem frontline, they're still spending significant amounts of time on various data entry tasks, knowledge work, and so on. 19% of workers are experience 50% of task exposure to AI automation. And again, that's AI that was current a year ago. Imagine the impact of current models. Imagine the impact of more advanced models, which are getting more and more advanced. So companies really need to think about the future and how they will shape their hiring. They need to focus much more on getting their people to learn how to use AI effectively and how to use no-code, low-code platforms to build AI tools that are going to automate tasks where the people who are currently working, their jobs should be reasonably safe if they learn how to use and build these AI tools that make the companies more productive. But it's a grim future for junior workers who really need to level up in their AI skills to join companies, and companies need to think about their career ladder progression in this world. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wise Decision Makers Show. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you checked out the show and leave a review. It helps other people discover the show and helps us improve the show. And if you have any questions, email me at gleb, Gleb, at disasteravoidanceexperts.com.